Welcome to Liberty Park in Sioux Falls. We are getting ready for Week 13 action here in the SFL. The Vancouver Legion at 5-6, visiting the Sioux Falls Sparrows at 7-4. This is the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. Rich Pratchard here with Ramos, Lynn, my color commentator for the day. How you doing today, Ramos?
I'm doing really great. I think this is going to be just such an interesting matchup between two teams that are in the Western Conference. They know each other. For Vancouver, they're eliminated, but that doesn't mean they want to spoil the party for the Sparrows. If the Sparrows win, they will take an automatic qualifier position instead of the Mexico City Aztecs, who lost against the Las Vegas Fury. So definitely, Vancouver wants to spoil the party. As far as Sioux Falls go, obviously they want to win this game and get it an automatic playoff spot.
Sioux Falls come into this game. The only two teams they've lost to in the SFL are Alaska and Mexico City. They've beat everybody else.
Yeah. This is a real football team here. You know, it's Sioux Falls. You know, they got a tough break against us 2 times. You know, against Alaska, but other than that, as you say, you know, 7-0 against all the other teams.
All right, so Vancouver kicks off to Sioux Falls to get this one started. Sioux Falls in all black with their gold trim, and Vancouver in all white helmets, white jerseys, white pants today. Return comes out to the 31-yard line. That's where Sioux Falls will take over 1st and 10, and we'll get this game started.
Julian Tyree taking the field as the quarterback for this first drive for the Sparrows, a future Hall of Famer. But the motor that keeps this offense going is Colin Hart, number 22, the running back.
Tyree with trips to his left, one to the right, under center. Hart in the backfield. Tyree drops back, throws across the middle. It's complete out across the 45. That one is to A.J. Warren.
Sioux Falls historically has really great receivers. You know, I remember some of them in their history, and, you know, he's one of them. Warren is one of them. He's more like a possession kind of guy. You know, they put him on as a, you know, crossing patterns, short, quick out routes and stuff like that, and he has great hands.
Tyree in the shotgun this time. 2 wide right, 1 wide left. Drops back to throw. Pump fakes to the right, then throws left. Intercepted! Comes back across the 40. Across midfield, back to the 40. That's Markham Lopez on the interception, brings it all the way back to the Sioux Falls 37.
That's a really strange throw by the veteran quarterback, Julian Tyree. There was nobody there, and actually it seems that the tight end got picked up just a little bit. But still, that was triple coverage. That was a really bad throw, and, you know, playing center fielder Markham Lopez, just perfect position to make the play.
So Vancouver will take over 1st down and 10 in Sioux Falls territory. Great field position at the 37-yard line. Biddix, the quarterback. Cody Hill, the running back, in the offset eye. He drops back. Biddix throws across the middle. That's complete out across the 30 down to the 27-yard line, complete to Brett Killian.
Brett Killian is a veteran wide receiver in this squad. Probably their best receiver. I mean, they have a couple of very good receivers, but he's probably the best receiver that this football team has. So, you know, we will see a lot of Brett Killian going to short, intermediate routes. And I think that they will kind of lean towards the pass a little bit more for this game.
So Biddix in the shotgun this time. He's got 2 to his left, 1 to his right, drops back to throw. Plenty of time, sits in the pocket, throws deep into the end zone, knocked down. Incomplete. Intended for Trevor Farrell.
And that seemed kind of like a Tampa 2 coverage, because that's the linebacker going all the way to the safety area and knocking the pass down. You don't see very often linebackers go and hustle down the field as long as he did. So a really good play call by the defense of the Sioux Falls Sparrows to prevent the touchdown.
Offset eye this time. Biddix drops back under some pressure. Setting up the screen, incomplete. Trying to get Trevor Farrell on the screen. But that just didn't work. Ringgold in the area.
Yeah, really great coverage. That was man-to-man bump and run coverage, and the wide receivers were really well covered. Very good job by the Sioux Falls Sparrows defense on on just forcing an errant throw. You know, he had to step back to prevent a sack, and a great stop here for Sioux Falls.
Third down
off the field here.
3rd down and 10 for the Legion. Biddick's in the shotgun, drops back to throw. Plenty of time, throws to the right, complete, but he jumps out of bounds. Trevor Farrell comes up short of the sticks. Bring up 4th and 1.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't run the route just past the sticks. You know, he was just 1 yard shy. And tough break for the Vancouver Legion. I think they have to take the points, though. I mean, if they're... Oh, well, we'll see.
We got a
challenge for the catch. Is it a catch, though?
Yeah, I didn't even question it, so we'll have to take a look.
Me neither. Yeah, me neither. I think that's a clean catch, but we'll see.
Are we going to get to see his feet, though? Boy, I think he caught that one, Ramos.
Yeah, me too. I think that's going to be a catch.
After review, the pass has been ruled incomplete. The catch was made.
Wow.
Wow, incomplete pass.
4th down.
Well, no, they're going to... I can't tell whether that... They're going to leave it. Yeah, 4th down and 10, incomplete pass. They say he didn't get his feet in.
Yeah, which is kind of like... It's kind of like... It was weird. I don't think there was enough proof to return the call, to reverse the call, but hey, you know, the referees saw something else, so let's see.
Kicker Eric Walsh on for the extra point, or the field goal. Sorry, 44-yard field goal is good. So Vancouver strikes first and gets on the board. Vancouver 3, Sioux Falls 0. We'll take a break and hear a word from the SFL.
Follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
That kick comes back to the 30-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10. Levy brings that one back to the 30. 1st down and 10 now for Sioux Falls.
And, you know, it was important for the Vancouver Legion to get points. Obviously, you want to get always points after a turnover. So even if it was not 7, you know, to get 3 points on the road after a turnover, that really puts some confidence on your defense.
Tyree drops back to throw, has plenty of time, throws across the middle, knocked down. That was another dangerous throw. That one got knocked down by Vic Bowers. But that was a dangerous throw.
Yeah, it was really dangerous. And I don't know what type of coverage here Vancouver is doing, but it seems that they are converging to the middle of the field. You know, that one play where they got the interception, there was about 3 players on the middle of the field. So it seems that they are forcing, or they are just daring the Sioux Falls Bears to throw the ball to the outside.
Single back behind Tyree. That's Colin Hart. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Looks to throw, fires across the middle. It's complete. Short gain to Colin Hart out of the backfield, just a yard. 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, and it seems that, you know, Julian Terry, you know, with that interception, he now in this drive looks a little bit gun shy. I'm not sure if Vancouver is just dropping everybody on coverage and Julian Terry is seeing nobody. Here's man-to-man coverage. They're forcing him to throw. Maybe a throw to the inside will be a good idea here.
5 wide. Drops back, throws across the middle, complete. Craig Hearn with a completion, but not enough for the 1st down. 4th down and inches.
You know, let's see if we get another challenge here. Craig Hearn, he was the Mr. Irrelevant here on the last season's draft. Well, this season's draft, technically. So, you know, the tight end cannot get the 1st down, and, hey, you know, Vancouver gets another stop, and they will get the ball back.
Mulholt comes out to punt it away, standing at his own 24-yard line. Nice punt. Fair catch called for at the 27. And Vancouver will take over 1st down and 10 and see if they can make some more noise.
Yeah, it's going to be the opportunity where, you know, we'll see really, I think, Vancouver's offense this time. Last time around, they got very good field position. Now they have to work their way up the field. Again, man-to-man coverage. Both teams testing them, each other to throw the ball. I think if you run here to the middle, it's going to be a good idea.
Biddix drops back to throw. Under a little bit of pressure, throws across the middle, and it's complete. Out across the 45 to Trevor Farrell. But that's a Vancouver first down.
That's a great job by the offensive line. The linebackers went on a blitz. It was a delayed blitz, and the offensive line diagnosed that perfectly, and they were able to block everybody. Biddix had a very good time to throw the ball, and Farrell did a great job on getting wide open.
First down and 10 now Vancouver from their own 44-yard line. Offset eye. Colin Hart in the back of that backfield. Going to go to Hart this time, going to the left. Going to get across midfield down to the 45, down to the 44-yard line. That's enough for a Vancouver first down. Gain of 11.
Yeah, great job. Yeah, great job on changing the pace here. It was throw, and now they get a run here. And a great job again by the offensive line as we see the fullback, Sanchez, get a couple blocks and way enough for a first down now in Sioux Falls territory.
I called that running back wrong, guys. That was Cody Hill, not Colin Hart. Looking at the wrong side of my roster there. Biddix drops back to throw. Coming out of pressure, he was going to take off with it. Gains 7 yards down to the 37-yard line. 2nd and 3.
And Mark Biddix showed he had some wheels when he was playing with the Carolina Skyhawks, and now demonstrating the same thing. It was man-to-man coverage again, and when you play man-to-man coverage, 22 man like you do, you're suspect to quarterback runs, and Mark Biddix able to take advantage of it.
Biddix hands it off the hill right up the middle, trying to get that first down. No gain, though. He stopped right at the line of scrimmage by Alex Parker.
Few linebacking courts as good as Sioux Falls in the league. Probably this is the best one of them all, and they have people who have been in the Pro Bowl, like Fargo was last season, so they have a lot of guys.
Biddix drops back to throw on third down, throws to the left, it's tipped. Knocked down, incomplete. Brings up fourth down and 3.
Yeah, I will punt the ball here, honestly, Rich. I think that you have to play where the fact that it's like, hey, my defense is playing really good. This is too way long for a field goal. 4th and 3 is not an easy fourth down to convert, so I think it's a good call to punt this ball away and just pin them deep.
Yeah, I agree. Kingston comes back out. He's standing in his own territory at the 47-yard line. And he kicks it. He's going to try and pin him deep. It's going to come down inside the 10, but roll into the end zone for a touchback. I'm surprised that the coverage team didn't grab that thing and stop it.
Yeah, it seems like they just lost the ball. So a tough break here for Vancouver, and Sioux Falls gets a break. Instead of starting on their own 2 or 3 yard line, they're going to start at their own 20.
So Sioux Falls starts out first down at 10 from their own 20-yard line. Tyree under center. Throws to the right. That's Hart coming out of the backfield. He's going to gain 7. Stop there by Marquise Reed.
And it's a good option when you can have Colin Hart involved any way possible. You can run with him to the middle, to the outside. You can throw the ball to him. His size and speed and his quickness really allows him to do pretty much everything that you want him to do.
Offset eye behind Tyree. Hands it off to Hart, going to the left-hand side, gets his first down. Out close to the 35-yard line. They'll stop him at the 36. Stop made by Major Key. But that's enough for a first down. 1st and 10, Sioux Falls.
Great job on the block, blocking to the outside, and one broken tackle. And Sioux Falls, Julian Terry is the veteran guy, the guy that's, if he retires today, he will be in the Pro Bowl one day, probably in the first time of eligibility. But, I think it's Colin Hart who has to run the show here.
A delay, no, fake the delay to Hart. He's going to throw it to Hart coming out of the backfield. Across the 40, out close to the 45. They'll stop him at about the 44.
You don't see that very often, and there's an injury.
We got a flag.
Wow, Craig Hearn.
Craig Hearn, yes.
Yeah, he's hurt, and doesn't look good. And Craig Hearn is a really important part of this team. Not only catching the ball, but he's a really good blocker. He was drafted in this year a little bit more as a blocker, I will say, because A.J. Warren is the one catching passes. So that injury could be huge if it's for the entire game.
They're going to call offside on the defense. The Sparrows are going to decline that penalty and just take the result of the play.
Yeah, and a second and 2. This is Colin Hart's opportunity. They have to run to the left, I will say.
He's going to drop back to throwing to Hart out of the backfield. He's got the first down across midfield, down to the 48. Stopped by Frank Champion and Trey Lawson. But again, another Sioux Falls first down.
And that's a good play. That's essentially a run. That's pretty much almost a lateral pass. So pretty much it supplements a run game. And with lead blocking by number 74 right there on the outside. Not a great block, but just gives Colin Hart enough space to get a first down.
So first down and 10. Sioux Falls in Vancouver territory at the 48-yard line. Tyree drops back to throw, has time, throws to the right, almost picked off, or to the left, sorry. Almost picked off there by Major Key.
Yeah, that was not a good read by Julian Tyree. Again, there was man-to-man coverage, and it was a crossing route, which is, those crossing patterns are good against man-to-man, but I think that Julian Tyree just took way too long on throwing that ball. I think he made his decision just a little bit late.
Yeah, for as long as he stood back there, that was kind of a short pass out to the flank. I don't know if his downfield receivers were covered. That may have been a check down. Throws again out of the backfield. Hart will get a couple this time. Gain 2, third down and 8.
And a great job on the outside by the defense on just limiting the damage to just 2 yards. And with a 3rd and 8, the ball at the 46-yard line, to keep this drive alive, they need to move the chains, because even if they get maximum projection without getting the first down, that's not going to be field goal range. So it's either getting the first down or having to punt the ball here for Sioux Falls. And I think they might throw it short.
Tyree throws left, but that's going to be short of the first down. Sean Harrelson on the reception, bring up 4th down and 4.
And I say that because the defenders were just given too much cushion on the play. The corners were like 6 or 7 yards deep, and obviously they were just playing almost prevent defense just to prevent that first down. And another great stop here for Vancouver. A little bit of bend but not break, and they will get the ball back. Just probably to finish this first quarter.
Mulholt comes out to punt it. He's going to try and pin Vancouver deep, and they're going to do it. Ball is down at the 4-yard line. Great coverage by the Sioux Falls punt coverage team.
Yeah, that's a great job, and what Vancouver was unable to do, now Sioux Falls is able to. Vancouver was unable to pin the Sparrows deep, and now the Sparrows are able to pin the Legion deep. And when you have a good defense like this in Sioux Falls, they don't have a really great pass rusher. This team doesn't have it, but they have very good linebackers. So I think Vancouver will kind of try to play it safe. And if Sioux Falls can make a stop and get the ball back, they will get great field position.
Biddix gives it to Hill out of the backfield. Nice run across the 14-yard line to the 15, and that's enough for a Vancouver first down.
Great job on the outside again. We've seen some terrific blocks on the outside, and a great way to seal the edge. Number 71 throws the defender to the ground. The defensive end right there, number 90, just eats dirt, and that's enough space for Cody Hill to go get the first down. And a pivotal first down here for Vancouver. Keeps the drive alive, obviously, and obviously takes you out of your own end zone.
Full house backfield behind Biddix. One receiver to the right. First down and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Hands it to Hill coming out of the backfield. Has some blocking across the 20 or to the 20. Gain of 6. Second down and 4.
Broken kneecap here for Craig Hearn. Yeah, he's going to be out for the rest of the game. Yeah, he's going to be out for the rest of the game. So a tough loss here for Sioux Falls. I'm surprised Sioux Falls did not adjust on that previous play. I think because, you know, the Legion had like 3 players on the left, so it was pretty obvious they were going to run to the left, and they didn't adjust.
Give it to Hill out of the backfield again. He's going to get down close to a first down, but he's stopped 1 yard short by Andrew Nyberg. Third down and a yard.
And I think they have to do a kind of the same thing. You know, put the fullback in. They do, Jonathan Sanchez, and try to run it again to the middle of the field. Just try to get that yard.
Hill goes right up the middle, and that's enough for a first down. First down and 10, Vancouver.
Yeah, great job by the offensive line again for the Vancouver Legion. Just, you know, you need to push the defenders 1 yard. That's all you need, 1 yard. And they do definitely. And, you know, I think that they have to throw the ball here. Just mix the play a little bit. The play call.
That's what they do. Drop back, sits in the pocket, throws across the middle, and incomplete. Incomplete intended for Cade Stevens, but broken up there. Threw it into double or triple coverage.
Yeah, really dangerous play. I think that they got obviously a very lucky break. That could have been intercepted, and I think Mark Vidics, throw the ball, but I think you need to be a little bit more careful. You know, it's basically what Sioux Falls has done. You know, throw the ball short to your running back, throw the ball short to your wide receivers instead of forcing something into double coverage.
They've had some good luck getting the ball to these playmakers in space and letting them do some work, but going downfield and getting into coverage, that's complete. Complete to Brett Killian for 5 yards, bring up third down and 5. But going downfield, trying to get it in, forcing into coverage, it's hadn't been a lot of luck doing that.
Yeah, and definitely not. And the previous play is more of what I would like to see out of Vancouver. Just throw the ball short, kind of safe throws, put Vidics a little bit with more confidence.
That was a handoff to the fullback, Sanchez. He gets 3, but it brings up a fourth down and 2. So Vancouver will have to punt this one away again. Sioux Falls gets the stop. Kingston standing back at his 18-yard line. Punt will come down at about the 28-yard line, returned up to the 30. And Sioux Falls will take over first down and 10 at the 30.
Yeah, I think that Sioux Falls, they don't have now Hearn for the rest of the game, so I think they need to stay true of what they are. They are more like a run team right now, so I think they need to run the ball because they have one less weapon on offense to throw the ball. So now they do go in a power set, and I think there's going to be a run.
Drops back, throws it hard out of the backfield again, across the 35 to the 40 to the 45, gets it out to the 46-yard line before he's stopped by Marquise Reed, but that's a Sioux Falls first down.
Yeah, that's a great play call. You're going into the, you're in the far hash mark, and then just throw it to the wide side of the field where, it seemed that Vancouver, again, was playing kind of like a man-to-man coverage. Everybody was bunched up on the middle. They throw it on the outside.
That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here, folks. Low scoring context so far. Vancouver Legion 3, Sioux Falls Sparrows 0. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. So Sioux Falls comes out first down and 10 now from their own 46-yard line. Trying to get on the board. Drops back to throw. Throws it out to his running back again out of the backfield. And Hart gets 6 on this one. Bring up second down and 4.
And this is something that Sioux Falls has done for many, many seasons. It seems that Sioux Falls, they either check it down to the running back or they just throw the ball deep, like 40 yards down the field. And it's been working for I think that, if it's been working and you're 7-4, why not? And try to involve your running back as much as you can.
Passes it out to the right-hand side. That again is Colin Hart. He has got enough for a first down. First down and 10, Sioux Falls.
Yeah, I like that play call. That was not your typical, pass to the flat on a check down. That was a design throw to the running back because he went past the line of scrimmage to make that catch. So a great play here by Sioux Falls. And I think that if they continue doing like this, I think they can gas this defensive line.
Tyree throws left to Hart again. Tries to stiff arm the defender, but he is brought down after a 6-yard gain. Second down and 4.
Yeah, now they involved at fullback Ashley Anderson, number 33 on the outside, and Anderson was a running back here for Sioux Falls, so he has got some speed as well.
Going with 3 in the backfield. Gives it to Hart, going to the left-hand side behind his blockers, and he is stopped just short of the first down. Markham Lopez comes in and lays the hit to save the first down.
Yeah, that was quite the hit. He just flew to get that stop, and he put him on his back, and now it's 3rd and 1 because of it. So if Vancouver can hold here, this is gonna be a tough field goal coming up for Sioux Falls.
He's gonna throw it again to Hart coming out of the backfield. He's got plenty of room across the 25 down to the 20-yard line. First down. That check down, or at least that swing pass coming out of the backfield to Hart, has been working all day long.
It really has, and I think that as I was saying at the beginning of the broadcast, I think that Vancouver was converging more to the middle of the field, kind of trying to prevent those deep post routes that Sioux Falls loves to do. So you can stop both. I mean, you really cannot stop both. Whether it's you stop the short throws because Colin Hart's so dangerous, or you cover the deep side of the field.
Tyree drops back throw, going to Hart again to the right-hand side. This time he's going to get 4 before he's pushed out of bounds. Second down and 6.
Yeah, I think that Vancouver, what they needed, they have not been able to put some pressure on Julian Tyree. I know that Julian getting rid of the ball so quickly on those quick throws, but I think that you need to put in some pressure on him and force him to make an errant throw.
Offset eye behind Tyree. 2 receivers left. Going to go to Hart again. Going to left-hand side. Has plenty of room. Down across the 10-yard line. That's enough for a first down. First down and goal. Sioux Falls.
Yeah, and the Vancouver defense, they shifted to the wrong side of the play. They shifted to the right side, and they took advantage of it. They even had a guard pulling to the left for more blocking. And I'm actually surprised that Sioux Falls, Colin Hart, was unable to get more yards out of it. I think he's a little bit tired.
Drops back throw, going to Hart again out of the backfield. Down to the 5, stopped at the 4. Gain of 6, second down and goal from the 4.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look as fast as he did at the beginning of the drive. I think he's a little bit tired. And honestly, if I'm Sioux Falls, I'm giving my running back a break here on second down, because you might need him on third down if you don't get a score here.
Drops back throw. It's going to go to Tyree, or to Tyree's going to go to Hart again. It's going to gain 2 more. Bring up third down and goal now from the 2. So now you've got a running back you've thrown to most of these downs, and you're on the 2-yard line. He's going to have trouble punching that up the middle.
Yeah, I will agree with you, and I think that actually you now have to rely on your wide receivers, because he does look really tired.
They're going to give it to Hart, though, and he is stopped short. Stopped short of the goal line by Bam Franklin, number 93.
Yeah, and Sioux Falls has taken this thing almost half the second quarter. I agree with the call on getting points, because again, you have a running back who's not at his 100% right now. He's your best player, and the field is really strong on you. So I think that you have to get the points and tie this game.
So the kick is up and good. And Sioux Falls ties it up with 6:06 left in the half. We'll take a break for a word from the SFL.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
Major Key brings the return up to the 29-yard line. Vancouver will start off first down and 10 from their own 29. Quarterback Biddix in the shotgun. Hill to his left. Drops back to throw. Throws across the middle. It's complete. Out across midfield. That's Trevor Farrell. Stop made by Alex Parker.
That's a great throw here by Biddix, and there was a dangerous throw, and the safety just plays that one terribly. I mean, he wanted to get a hit on him, and he just completely whiffed. So, Vancouver with a great play, and now they are already in Sioux Falls territory.
First and 10 from the Sioux Falls 49. Offset eye behind Biddix. Drops back to throw. Throws to the left. It's complete, but only going to get a yard on that pass to Killian. Bring up second down and 9.
Yeah, I would like to see here Vancouver involve their fullback, Jonathan Sanchez, a little bit more. Maybe, dump it to him on the outside, do something and get the ball in his hands.
I formation. Hill's going to try and follow Sanchez through that hole. He's going to gain 5. It'll bring up a third down and 4. They did open a hole up for him.
Mm-hmm. And it's a great block by Sanchez and a great job again by the offense opening the hole. Now it's 3rd and 4. I think this is passing situation. I mean, you still have a really good running back. Actually, you can run it to the left here and maybe like a power O formation play. Sorry.
They're on a power I. Drops back to throw. Thrown to the fullback out of the backfield. That's complete. And enough for a first down. Sanchez comes out of the backfield and takes that one.
Yeah, basically what I was saying, try to involve your fullback just a little bit more on the passing game, on the running game. You're putting the big box on him, so, why not? I mean, try to put the ball in his hands. And, he was the running back last season for this team, so he's got some speed and he's familiar with this offense.
He's going to hand it off this time, going to the left. That's Hill. He's going to gain 5. But he is stopped. It looks like Champion in on that stop. Bring up second down and 5.
Now they are in field goal range. Obviously, they want to score a touchdown here. I mean, they don't want to settle for a field goal, but if needed, they are already in field goal range to retake this lead. So let's see if they can get a score here.
In the I formation, Hill going to the left. He's going to come up just short of the line to gain 3rd down and 2. But if you're going 3rd down and 2, that's a manageable down. You want to stay there ahead of the chains.
Yeah, you definitely do. And again with 3rd and 2, they will throw.
Incomplete. Broken up by Nick Fargo. And that'll bring up 4th down and 2.
I was going to suggest maybe probably run the ball just one more time, try to get these 2 yards, but they decided to throw. Not a bad idea on the pattern. That was a quick slant route. Not a bad idea on that. Didn't work for them. And now, this is where having a contracted kicker is so important. This is a 47-yard field goal attempt. It's not easy. Left hash, right for the kicker, but I think he will be able to make it.
So Eric Walsh on for the field goal. Vancouver trying to go up 6-0 over Sioux Falls. There's a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And right down the middle. 45-yard field goal is good. With 3:06 left in the half. Vancouver 6, Sioux Falls 0. Eric Walsh tees it up. Sorry, Vancouver 6, Sioux Falls 3. Missed that score. Return's going to come up across the 32, the 32. Levy on the return that time. First down at 10, Sioux Falls.
Now with 3:02, I mean, you still have a lot of time to move the ball down the field and at least get 3 points to tie this game. So I don't think you have to panic. I mean, you still can, throw the ball short to your running back and whatnot, and move the ball down the field.
He's going to go deep down the middle. Dangerous throw again, almost picked off there by Markham Lopez.
And yeah, that would have been his second interception of the day. He had one of the first drive for Sioux Falls, and now almost gets the interception and puts Vancouver into scoring position again. So, Julian Terry really needs to be careful with the ball here. I mean, it's the opportunity where you want to be aggressive to score points, but at the same time, you don't want to throw an interception and, put the Vancouver Legion in good field position.
Under center, single back. Levy hands it off. Hart's only going to get 2 on that one. Will bring up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, this is the premier kind of situation here for Vancouver. If you can force a 4th down here, you will have probably the last possession of the first half with a chance to put in some more points. So, they can put some pressure here.
Going deep across the middle. Tipped up, intercepted. That tip drill finally picked off by Marquise Reed.
Yeah, I think it was Markham Lopez again who made the initial deflection, and Marquise Reed right there in position takes it off the ground. And again, Vancouver with the ball here, 43-yard line, 3 timeouts, still plenty of time with 2 minutes and 28 seconds to move the ball down the field. The offensive line of Vancouver has played great, so I think that you could really do pretty much anything here. You could run the ball, you can throw it short because your offensive line is playing so good.
Trips to the left this time. Biddix drops back, throws to the left. It's complete. Farrell pulls that one in, gains 5. Stopped by Nyberg. Clock still rolling, 2:11 left in the half.
Yeah, no need to panic. I will actually just let this go to the half. Sorry, to the 2-minute warning. No need to. Oh.
Going to the left-hand side, and that's going to be just short of the first down, Cody Hill. But that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the half. Vancouver 6, Sioux Falls 3. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. So 3rd down and 1 now. 2 backs behind Biddix. He's going to give it to Hill, going to the right-hand side. He's got the first down. Gets it out to the 46 before he stopped. But that is enough for a first down. Keeps this drive alive for Vancouver. First down and 10 from the Sioux Falls 46. Full house backfield behind Biddix. Hands it to Hill, going to the left-hand side. Initial hit made by Alex Parker to stop that run. Gain of only 2, 2nd down and 8.
And that was a perfect play call, but I think that Cody Hill just ran the ball way up the middle. It's like he needed to run the ball to the left and try to turn the corner. If he does, that's a first down and maybe a score because the field was just wide open for him.
Going to Hill, trying to go right up the middle. He bounces it to the right a little bit, but he is stopped. Nick Fargo stops him for a 1-yard gain. Bring up 3rd down and 7, and Vancouver takes their first time out.
now decision time. It's 3rd and 7, so normally a passing situation. You're at the 43, so you're not in field goal range either with a starter kicker. You get maximum projection. That's like a 55-yard attempt, so it's gonna be a throw, and I think it's gonna be to Killian.
Drops back to throw, pump fakes, throws to the right, throws deep, incomplete. Throws it into double coverage, and that one was broke up by A.J. Levy.
And that was intended for Kate Stevens, and A.J. Levy helping his corner on the coverage. So they will have to punt here, and I think that if you're Sioux Falls now, even though you have 3 timeouts, depending on how this punt goes, I will honestly take this to the half, unless Sioux Falls really gets an impressive return.
Will come down inside the 10, take a bounce, and just die right inside the 5-yard line at the 2. Looked like he hit a sand wedge down there with some backspin.
Yeah, really surprised he let it bounce because, the ball bounced like at the 9-yard line. So, normally you're taught, if the ball is going to be down, down the 10-yard line, let it go. But at the same time, he had a lot of space to maneuver. So I think that he should have fielded that football.
Tyree gives it to Hart, trying to go to the right-hand side, hitting the end zone, but he breaks the tackle and gets out of there. Champion makes the stop, but they had him in the end zone.
Yeah, they had him in the end zone, and that could be really important for this football game. That was 2 points that Vancouver had on their hands. In an 8-3 ball game, getting the ball back, that's going to be way different than a 6-3 ball game.
Going to give it to Hart again. He's got some room this time out across the 15-yard line to the 17, enough for a first down.
Great touchdown saving tackle there for Mark M. Lopez, who's been by far the player of the game for Vancouver today.
That'll bring us to the half. The Vancouver Legion 6, Sioux Falls Sparrows 3. We will take a break and let you guys watch the stats roll across the screen. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. All right, we are ready to start the second half here in Sioux Falls. Score still stands at Vancouver 6, Sioux Falls 3. What are you looking at in the second half, Ramos? What are we needing? What does Sioux Falls need to get back into the win this game?
I think they need to play better up front on the offensive line. They've been doing a really good job throwing the ball to the outside, but I would like to see Colin Hart run the ball a little bit more up the middle, honestly. And it's going to be Julian Terry trying to find the open guy. He was intercepted one time in their first drive. And other than that, he has not tried to go deep at all. Maybe one time. But I think that overall is going to be a matter of Sioux Falls trying to run the ball up the gut here. I mean, they still have a lot of time. It's just a 3-point game.
Major Key brings the return back to the 30-yard line. First down and 10, Vancouver. Two backs in the backfield behind Biddix. Looking to throw. Throws to the left, incomplete. Trying to hit Killian, but it was broke up. It was, again, trying to force that thing into coverage.
Yep. You know, now it's going to be a 2nd and 10, and you know, it's going to be really pivotal for Sioux Falls. I think that if they can get a stop here, they really can, you know, get really a confidence boost, also get good field position, and try to either tie the game or take the lead here in the next upcoming drive.
Biddix takes a deep drop, throws to the left, complete. Yes, complete out there to Killian, all the way down to the Vancouver 45-yard line, first down and 10.
Great time of throw here for Mark Biddix, and a great job throwing the ball with a lot of arm strength, with a lot of zip in the ball. Great, and you know, it's a beautiful job altogether. You know, the offensive line did a great job. Great throw by the quarterback and a great route, keeping his feet in for the wide receiver.
Offset eye. Cody Hill at the back of that formation. There he goes. Hill to the left. Bounces it to the outside. Has some blocking down across the 45-yard line to the 44. First down and 10, Vancouver.
Cody Hill, you know, he's really dangerous when he runs to the outside, especially when he has the block right there from Jonathan Sanchez, and the entire offensive line is picking up some blocks. Brett Killian also picking up a block, and you know, now it's a fact of Vancouver trying to gas the defensive line in the front 7 of the Sioux Falls Sparrows. They're a very good running team offensively with a running back and a fullback. So I think that might be the way to go here in the second half.
Biddix drops back to throw, throws across the middle, complete. Oh no, knocked down, incomplete. Intended for Farrell.
Yep.
But Nyberg makes the play.
Yeah, that's completely on Farrell. I mean, that was a great hit, timely hit by AJ Lee, but that was completely on Farrell. You know, it's a ball in there, it's on your hands, and you have to catch it and make a play. Great job by the defender, though.
Brings up second down and 10 now for Vancouver from the Sioux Falls 44. Offset eye. Two receivers to the right for Biddix. Looking to throw. Steps to his left. Throws to the left. Knocked down. Almost end up being caught by Farrell. But another just a dangerous throw. It looked like it may have gotten tipped. It came out of his hand at a funky angle.
Yeah, that was, it either got tipped or it was just slipped out of his hands or something, because that was not a good looking throw. And now with a 3rd and 10, you know, this is a very good secondary that the Sparrows have. They have very good safeties, and it's not easy to throw the ball deep on them.
4 wide this time for Biddix. Drops back, throws across the middle. It's complete.
Oh, can he get it? Oh.
Nope. Cody Hill comes up just short. 4th down and 1. Alex Parker on the tackle to save that first down. Looks like they're they're going to punt it away.
Yeah, I was going to suggest, man, should they kick a field goal or not? You know, again, I'm not mad at the decision because your defense has played so well. That's not a good punt.
Luckily, he had good coverage. Stopped him at the 14-yard line, but yeah, you're right. He could have pinned him a little deeper.
Yeah, you know, I'm not mad with the call on having, you know, the ball punted away, but that was not a really good punt. Still inside the 15-yard line, which I think is good, but you know, that could have been way better. Sorry.
Offset eye. Colin Hart takes the handoff, goes to the right-hand side, across the 20, still moving across the 25. Finally stopped by Marquem Lopez, but that's enough for a Sioux Falls first down.
You know, it's going to be Colin Hart, you know, running this for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Great block again by Ashley Anderson on the outside and the entire offensive line. Colin Hart breaks a tackle right there, breaks another one, and Marquem Lopez makes the big-time stop, but you know, Colin Hart is just so difficult to bring down. We have to face him twice this season. Me being the owner of the Aztecs, we have to face him twice, and that was the one guy we keyed on both occasions. You know, we couldn't let number 22 go wild on us.
Drops back throw, throws left. It's complete out to the 33-yard line again to Colin Hart. No, that was to Anderson, fullback. Ashley Anderson.
Mm-hmm. You know, and they put in Ashley Anderson on those type of plays. Again, he's a former running back here in this league with the Sioux Falls Bears, was really good. And now, you know, Colin Hart gets in. Ashley Anderson, a very strong guy, they put him as a fullback, and he's still really effective.
I formation on second down, drops back to throw. This time he is thrown to Hart out of the backfield. He's got the first down across the 40, out to the 42-yard line. First down and 10, Sioux Falls.
And both the quarterbacks struggling. Obviously, none with a touchdown. We don't have a touchdown game and 2 interceptions for Julian Tyree. So, you know, it's going to be hard to score many points. I don't think that any of these two teams might score 20 points this game.
Tyree goes to Hart again, but he's going to get no gain that time. No gain. Stopped by Marquise Reed. Second down and 10.
You know, I think it's a fact of, you know, they miss Craig Hearn. You know, he doesn't only catch passes, but he's the one guy, the tight end, that seals the edge for the outside runs, and you know that injury is costing him.
Going to Hart out of the backfield, and he is hammered in that backfield by Vic Bowers.
Wow, and the offensive line was just not there fast enough. Man, number 71 needs to run some sprints or something to get it there quickly, quicker than that, because, you know, yeah, I mean, if he makes that block, I'm not saying, you know, Colin Hart will be gone and off to the races, but he would at least probably get back to the line of scrimmage or something.
Goes across the middle, it's complete.
Wow.
That's a first down to A.J. Warren. Great throw and catch from Tyree to Warren.
Yeah, what a great conversion here by Julian Tyree on a crossing pattern. A lot of time to throw the ball, and A.J. Warren dives in. I think he has full possession of the ball and gets a really, really good first down. Moves the chains and just keeps your defense on the sideline, which is what you want. You want your offense, obviously, you want to possess the ball on the football field.
Drops back to throw, throws to the left. It's complete and steps out of bounds. That was Sean Harrelson, but enough for another Sioux Falls first down. Now at the Vancouver 34-yard line, first and 10.
Really good play call, really good design. You know, there was 2 wide receivers going to the middle of the field, and now you have that one receiver isolating on the far side, on the sideline, and it worked for a first down.
Gonna go deep across the middle. Tipped and knocked down. Incomplete. Trey Lawson was there to tip it and knock it away. Intended for Warren.
That was another dangerous throw. You know, it's double coverage on that, and I don't think there was a reason why. I mean, there was a reason to throw the ball deep and just test this corners and these safeties who have gotten already 2 interceptions. So, you know, I think they need to keep things short and, you know, probably like here a pass to the flat, to the left, to the far side or something.
Tyree under center, 3 backs behind him, goes to Hart to the left-hand side, and he's going to gain 1 after the stop by Champion. Third down and 9.
Frank Champion had a great season last season. A really good linebacker. He's a really, really good coverage linebacker, especially. One of my favorites in the league. And this time stopping the run. Now, this is not field goal range for Sioux Falls. They don't have a contracted kicker, so this is not field goal range. They need a little bit, maybe about 5 or 7 more yards.
Pump fakes, goes across the middle. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Completion to James there at the 22-yard line. First down and 10, Sioux Falls.
And they were not paying attention to James, and, you know, As you said, Julian Terry pumped to the right. He looked to the left, and he was completely wide open, James was, to get a first down.
Two wide left, one wide right. Two backs in the backfield for protection. Tyree rolls out of the pressure. Has enough time. Incomplete.
Oh.
Just flat out dropped.
And if you're Julian Terry, you have to gut it at that one. You know, you evade the rush, go to the left. That's a beautiful job working on the pocket and going to the left, getting more time. Freddie Box checks, goes into a pass, and just drops it. You know, that's why he's the backup.
That's right. So that brings up 2nd down and 10 now for the Sparrows. Ball at the Vancouver 22-yard line. Tyree gives it to Hart. He is stopped in the backfield. They were waiting for that run. Stopped by Stanley Hudson. Somebody missed their assignment there, Ramos.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, this is going to be 3rd and long. This is an obvious passing situation. They don't have any running back in the backfield. And this is where they love to do a post route here.
Going to the post route, exactly. First down, they're going to give it to him. Riley Porter pulls that one down in traffic and takes the hit.
He does, and I'm not sure what Vancouver defense was doing out there. I mean, you have to protect the first down marker. If they get some more yards, that's okay. You have to protect the first down marker, and they were about 2 yards behind the first down. So
going to Hart to the right-hand side.
Defense.
Gets across the 10 down to about the 6-yard line. Sorry about that. I thought he was going in the end zone there.
Yeah, almost. I mean, if he breaks that one, he's gone for 6. Speaking about 6 yards away from the score, just 2nd and 5. What do you do here? I mean, you have to find a way to punch it in. You know, it didn't work last time. They had to set it for a field goal. So let's see if they go to Warren here.
Flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be an offside. Free play for Hart. Pushing for the first down. And that's going to be close. It's close, but we've got the penalty. So we'll see what they go.
I think you have to. I think he's got it. So you will decline the penalty here.
Oh, they did. They must have been short of the first down. They must have been just short. So they do take the penalty.
Yeah, I mean, you get an extra down. I mean, it's not as as good as projection, because instead of being like a 5-yard play, essentially, it's gonna be only about a 3.5 yard gain. I will go pass to the left here.
Drops back, throws to Hart out of the backfield. He almost breaks that tackle, but he's brought down short of the sticks by J.J. McClain.
What a great stop on the open field. It's not easy to stop Hart here on the open field, especially when he is so close to the end zone. And now, decision time, 3rd and 1. I think you have to give the ball to Hart again. I mean, he's your player.
Drops back, goes to Hart again out of the backfield. Plenty of room into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparrows. I was waiting for that.
First time. Yeah. And for the first time, we see a team go in the paint. The Sioux Falls Sparrows get in the end zone. They put 9-6, and they are one step closer to getting an automatic qualifier right there. Julian Terry does what he does best, throwing touchdowns. I have to check it in, but he has to be one of the all-time leading touchdowns. I have to think, Joseph Redfeather, guys like Roque Marconi, and right there, it has to be Julian Terry, one of the top leaders for all-time touchdowns.
Prefontaine comes out for the extra point. Hold is down, kick is up, and it's good. So with 2:30 left in the third quarter, Sioux Falls takes the lead for the first time, 10-6 over Vancouver. We'll take a break for a word from the SFL.
Want to do what I do? Contact me in a DM on Discord to find out how you can get involved with streaming live games, calling games, or breaking them down on the air with our broadcast team. Or help make our production even better by joining our new live stats team, helping our broadcasters shine brighter. We are #Loading Legends in the SFL.
Oh, he's going to break it free across the 40, across midfield down to the 45-yard line. Great return there by Major Key. Puts Vancouver in good field position.
Yeah, Major Key was in the Pro Bowl last season as a corner, as a coverage corner, and now returning kicks has been really really good here. Sorry, and the double spin move right there, and I thought he was going to be gone, and a great stop, a great hustle by the special teams of the Sioux Falls Sparrows. But regardless, this is really great field position here for Vancouver. They cannot let this go away. I mean, they are already in Sioux Falls territory, and they have all the tools necessary to get some points here.
Biddix with the I formation behind him, drops back to throw, throws to the right. That's his fullback, big stiff arm. Gain of 8 by Sanchez after that huge stiff arm.
And as I was saying, Jonathan Sanchez was the running back for the Vancouver Legion last season, and he had a pretty good year. He's a very strong guy. He was moved to fullback because of that. They got more like a speedy back in Hill, and I think he's a really good player. I think you need to give the ball to him a little bit more.
Going to go to Hill this time to the left, trying to get out of trouble. Does get the first down. Bounces it to the outside and gets the first down to the 34-yard line. First down and 10, Vancouver.
Vancouver now inching closer to scoring position, to field goal range. In my opinion, I think in first down here, you have to control the pace here of this drive and run the ball one more time.
Drops back to throw, got some protection, throws across the middle on a post route. Complete. Farrell on the completion. Stop made by Dodd. But that's enough for another Vancouver first down. They're just driving.
And a huge hit right there by the safety. I think that was Dodd.
That was Chris Dodd.
Chris Dodd with a huge hit, and a great job by the Vancouver Legion receiver to hold on. And now, this is the premier position here for Vancouver. You're not thinking field goal here. You're thinking touchdown, retake the lead, and put your defense back in with a lead.
Goes to Hill right up the middle. Gain of 8. Second down and 2 for Vancouver now.
Now, you have to snap the ball one more time here. I think that you could run the ball here to the left. Oh,
yep, going to Hill off the left-hand side into the end zone. Touchdown, Vancouver. Great blocking by the offensive line.
Yeah, phenomenal blocking by the offensive line. And I say to the left because one corner and one safety against a couple of tight end, one tight end and a fullback, which is Jonathan Sanchez, like right there, number 49 on 49, Jonathan Sanchez on Chris Dodd. And Jonathan Sanchez does a terrific job, just a terrific job on making a block there, going into the third level and, giving the chance to Cody Hill to get in the paint.
Walsh on for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. We've got 26 seconds left in this third quarter. And the Vancouver Legion regain the lead. 13-10 over the Sioux Falls Sparrows.
That's how you want to answer, obviously. That's how you want to answer on offense. After you got it scored on, you want to come back and retake the lead. Now the defense of the Vancouver Legion will take the field with a 3-point lead.
Return comes up to the 30-yard line. First down and 10. Sioux Falls, they've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. I assume we'll see one snap of the ball, one play, and get down to the fourth quarter.
I would agree. I mean, obviously, if it's an incompletion, we'll get another play. But I think that here under center, Julie Terry will opt to run the ball to the middle with his... no, I think that he will pass.
Drops back to throw. Throws it across the middle. Tipped and knocked down. Incomplete. Oh. That was another dangerous throw. Frank Champion was right there.
Yeah, and as I was saying, you know, Frank Champion, he's really good on coverage. He's a really good coverage player. He plays more in a zone type of scheme. You know, he's more of a zone guy, but he's really good at covering space. And you know, I think that with a 2nd down and 10, you want to get a 3rd and more manageable, so you give the ball to Colin Hart, just to make 3rd down easier for you.
He's going to throw it, though. Drops back, throws left. It's complete. Makes the move to stay in bounds. Gets out to the 8-yard line. That's going to be A.J. Warren.
And we go to the fourth quarter here.
That will bring us to the fourth quarter. So we've played 3 here, folks, and Vancouver holds the lead 13-10 over Sioux Falls. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. Vancouver trying to spoil the automatic qualifier for Sioux Falls. I'll real quick put that playoff graphic up here on the screen before we start play again. But they're moving too quick for me, so we'll go back. One back in the backfield behind Biddix. Hands it to Hart. Trying to go up the middle, but he's going to come up short. Big stop made by Stanley Hudson. And out comes the punter. Sioux Falls will punt this one away. That was a big stop by Vancouver this late in the game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is going to be a situation where Vancouver do this if they know how to control the game and with the clock management. I mean, this could be the very first step of Vancouver taking this game. I mean, they've been able to move the ball down the field, take some time off the clock. So if they can do that and capitalize with a touchdown, like let's say they do like a 5-minute drive and they capitalize with a touchdown, it's going to be a 10-point lead with about 6 minutes left in the game. So, you know, if they know and if they can execute like they want to do, this could be really, really good for Vancouver.
Biddix under pressure, and he's going to be brought down and sacked. Sack. Looks like number 93, Johnny Summers, brings him down.
You know, that time it was, I think it's the very first time an offensive line have a poor play. You know, there was 2 players of the Sioux Falls Bears pass rush on their quarterback.
Drops back to throw, throws across the middle. It's complete. Makes a move, gets across midfield. That's Brett Killian on the reception. Big gain into Sioux Falls territory, 1st down and 10.
Wow, what a great play here. What a great throw by Biddix. You know, right over the defense, right over A.J. Levy. Brett Killian just running a straight route to the inside. And, you know, I think that it's more of the things that Vancouver needed to do, I think, in this game. Those kind of short throws to the inside.
Plenty of time. Yeah, plenty of time. Throws left. Complete again to Killian. Gain of 4. Sorry to cut you out there.
No, that's fine. That's fine. No worries. So, yeah, I mean, I think this is the perfect type of play call that Vancouver is doing. Short throws to the inside, run the ball, work around methodically down the field. I mean, not throwing the ball 30 yards down the field into double coverage. I mean, just take it slow.
Going to Hill this time off the right-hand side. Has a little bit of room to move. Gets it up to the 41-yard line. I'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Now we're 3rd down and 3. I mean, you have a lot of options. I mean, this is going to be a 3rd and manageable situation where you do have your couple of wide receivers. You have Jonathan Sanchez. You have Cody Hill. Just one receiver here. Let's see if they throw to the far side.
Goes to Hill again, going to left-hand side. Looks like he has the 1st down.
Yeah, maximum, maximum advance. Yep. Should give him the 1st down. I think he's got it.
Yeah, he's got it. Stopped there by Chris Dodd, but could not stop him before he reached the sticks. So 1st down and 10, Vancouver.
And again, you know, that takes about 2 minutes off the clock here, which starts to be pivotal here for this game. I mean, there's still a lot of time, but, you know, Vancouver reaching, you know, type of scoring range. This could be important.
Drops back to throw, throws across the middle. Looks like it's complete, and they're going to give it to him.
Yep.
Complete to Killian. That's another Legion first down, and Biddix is having a really efficient day, throwing the ball. No interceptions yet.
Right.
See, 14 for 24 for 157 yards, no interceptions.
Yeah, and Brett Killian with 7 catches, 77 yards. You know, he is the guy as far as the receivers goes here for Vancouver. I mean, they have Farrell and whatnot, but, you know, he is the #1 wide receiver.
Drops back to throw again. Biddix under pressure. He drops out of it, but he finally brought down. He missed the first rusher, but then Nick Fargo got in there and finished him off, and that'll be a sack.
Yeah, good job here by Biddix on just breaking that one sack, but Nick Fargo doesn't give up on the play and puts the quarterback on his back. So now it's second and long, 2nd and 13 against this defense, against this safeties. You know, bump and run coverage is going to be difficult.
Throws it across the middle, knocked down, good coverage. That was Bobby Carpenter on the coverage.
Really important here for Sioux Falls. You know, this is your opportunity. 3rd down and long. I mean, if they get some yards, it's okay. Just keep everything in front of you. Put yourself in the 1st down marker and just do not let anybody get across that line.
Looking to throw again. Throws it across the middle. Complete! Down inside the 5-yard line, Trevor Farrell. Nice throw there by Biddix.
That was a beautiful throw by Mark Biddix right there over the top. And, oh, man, A.J. Levy should have had that one. And I think that's a poor spot. I mean, I think he fell like at the 2-yard line, and they're putting the ball at 4. So I think that's a bad spot here for Vancouver. But I think if they run to the left, they should be fine.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line. 2 backs behind Biddix are going to give it to the fullback, but he isn't going to get anywhere. He is stopped. Sanchez tried to break through there, but Nick Fargo wasn't having any of it.
Yeah, Jonathan Sanchez, it seems that he lost his footing. I'm not sure if he tried to make a cut or something, but he just completely lost his balance and almost fell down until he was tackled.
2nd and goal. No gain on that one. Drops back to throw. Throws to the right. That's to Sanchez, but he can't haul it in. He cannot haul that one in. Drops it.
Wow, that's 2 very tough plays here for Sanchez. You know, once he falls down to 1st down, and then now it just drops the football, which could have been, if not a score, at least get you probably by the 2 or 1 yard line. And now it's going to be 3rd down and goal at the 4. What do you do? I mean, 2 wide receivers there. Do you run the ball with Cody Hill to the left?
Well, I think you run it. I mean, a field goal will give you a touchdown lead. He's going to throw it complete inside the 1 yard line, but short of the goal line. They went to Sanchez 3 times in those downs.
Yep. That's exactly what happened. And if I'm Vancouver, points again. You know, you're tempted to score and put this ball into, you know, 2-possession game, pretty much out of reach for now. But I think you have to take the points when you get them, when you can get them, and just play some more defense.
So the kick is up and it is good. 5:21 left in the game. Vancouver takes a 16-10 lead over Sioux Falls. We'll pause one more time for a word from the SFL.
Join the world's fastest growing sim football community by jumping onto our Discord server. Use the Discord command in chat to keep up with schedules, news, notes, announcements, and polls. Jump off the sidelines and into the action here where we're loading legends at the SFL.
A.J. Levy brings that one out to the 30-yard line. 1st down and 10, Sioux Falls. They've got 5:18 to work with. They're down by 6.
You know, again, no time to panic. It's no reason to panic. 5 minutes, 18 seconds left. A lot of time. 3 timeouts. Great quarterback. Just take one play at a time.
Tyree drops back, has plenty of time to throw, throws to the left, incomplete. Knocked down by Champion.
Yeah, there's that boy again, Frank Champion in coverage. He's just so good, you know, covering running backs and tight ends out of the backfield. One of the best, if not the best in the league.
2nd down and 10 now for Sioux Falls. 2 backs behind Tyree. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. He's going to throwing out of the backfield again to Hart. He's only going to get a yard. Bring up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, still both quarterbacks struggling. Nobody past the 200 yards. You know, this is a league where, you know, we have just so many talented receivers. One wide receiver goes 80 yards to the score and whatnot, and it's been 2 very good defenses stopping the pass. It's been basically just Julian Tyree. His yards has been, you know, dumping up to Colin Hart.
And that one's tipped. That long throw trying to get the ball to Riley Porter, but broken up by that Vancouver defense that's been really stingy tonight.
And obviously that was the one thing you didn't want to do as a Sioux Falls Sparrows player is this, well, as a Sparrows team rather, is, you know, going 3 and out. I mean, you go 3 and out here, you put your defense back in on the field, and not very good field position for your defense. So, you know, this is going to be do or die for Sioux Falls this very next defensive drive.
So Sioux Falls forced to punt. Mulholt standing on his own 16-yard line. Vancouver should come up with decent field position here.
Yep.
Ball come down at the 30. Spins out of the tackle, spins out of another tackle.
Watch out.
Flag on the play. Gets across midfield, but there is a flag.
Yeah, that's going to be a holding or a clipping penalty.
Clipping, number 35, defense.
That'll bring that return back. Major Key had a good return, but Myron Jackson couldn't make his block the way he's supposed to.
Yeah, definitely not. And, you know, this is going to be so important. This could be so important. Instead of having the ball essentially at midfield, it's going to be the ball at the 29-yard line, which is not terrible field position here for Vancouver, but, you know, obviously not as good as getting the ball at pretty much midfield.
Hands it off to Hill coming up the middle. He's going to gain 5. Bring up 2nd down and 5.
Now with a 2nd and 5, I think you have to do it again. I mean, left or to the right. You know, they have extra blocking here, so I think you have to keep the ball on the ground.
3 backs behind Biddix. He's going to go to Hill, going to the right-hand side, breaks a tackle, gets the first down across the 40. He just laid a shoulder into that defender.
That could be the play of the game. I mean, that was loss of yardage that Cody Hill turned into a first down. That's just so huge. Keeps the ball moving, keeps the chains moving, and the clock keeps moving as well.
3:30 left in this game. First down and 10, Vancouver. Drops back to throw. Biddix throws across the middle. It's complete.
What a catch.
Nice catch out there. That was...
What a... Yeah, sorry for cutting you out. What a catch by Bajkovsky. Right there. One-handed grab. A guy that has not been mentioned at all on this broadcast. Tristan Carr was their tight end last season. He left to go to the London Knights. And Vancouver did not sign another star tight end. And, I mean, that's why. I mean, they trust this guy enough to, in the clutch, get a one-handed catch and a first down.
So 2 backs behind Biddix. He's going to go to Hill, going right up the middle. Stopped after 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
110 yards here for Cody Hill in this ball game. 5 yards to carry. And that's why I think they have to keep the ball with him. Run the ball one more time, take this to the 2-minute warning, and just work with that. I mean, they're already in field goal range, or about 2 yards away from field goal range.
Going to go to him again, going to left-hand side. He's going to be stopped after no gain that time. Alex Parker.
Yeah, maybe a yard on that one. And 3rd down and 4. Well, let's take this to the 2-minute warning.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning. Vancouver 16, Sioux Falls 10. But with a field goal here, that does make it a 2-score game with under 2 minutes to play. And with a contract kicker, this isn't. You get a few more yards, and you're not out of the realm of possibility here.
I will run the ball here.
And they do. Gives it to Hill. He's only going to get a couple. Sioux Falls takes their first time out. Brings up a 4th down and 3.
And I would run the ball because, again, you have the contracted kicker, so you trust him enough to make a field goal and put this game into a 2-possession game. You don't want to get sacked. You don't want to throw an interception or do something dumb. It's just run the ball, force the Sioux Falls Sparrows to call a timeout, put your kicker in, and put this game pretty much out of reach.
47-yard field goal attempt here for Eric Walsh. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is good. 47-yard field goal by Eric Walsh makes this game a 2-score contest. Vancouver 19, Sioux Falls 10. Just had enough length on that one.
Just enough. I think they needed those because those 2 yards they were able to get, like they needed them. If that was like 2 yards farther away, that probably bounces off the crossbar.
Oh yeah, I agree. So Sioux Falls will get this one back. Comes down at the 10. Turns it, cuts to the inside. Returns it up to the 32-yard line, 1st down and 10.
And now it's going to be a little bit of panic mode. I say, there's no time to panic. Now there is for Julian Tyree. They need an explosive play here. I mean, they need Harrelson. They need somebody to go deep. They go full wide receiver set, just one tight end. They need an explosive play right here.
Tyree drops back. He throws complete. Gain of 8. And they're going to hurry up on this one. They send trips to the right, one to the left. Drops back. Tyree looking to throw. Throws across the middle. It's complete. That one across midfield. That was complete to Harrelson in hurry-up mode. Looking to throw. Throws across the middle again. Complete. That's enough for a 1st down. That one.
Where was this all game long?
Yeah, I agree. Went to the tight end on that one. Trips to the right again. One to the left. 108 left. 2-score game. Throws it across the middle. Complete. And fights second effort, but not quite enough. 2nd down in inches.
To be fair, Vancouver is obviously letting all of this. I mean, get your yards up the middle. Just don't beat us deep.
Yeah, they're in a prevent defense right now. Gets it down inside the 15-yard line. A.J. Warren with the reception. That's a 1st down. Sioux Falls trying to get in the end zone quickly here. Trips to the right, one to the left. 38 seconds left on the clock. Sioux Falls still has 2 timeouts. Throws it across the middle again. Complete. Fighting for that extra yardage. Gain of 8. That's about the 4th catch for the wide receiver Benny Beasley on this one.
Mm-hmm. Throws
it into the end zone. Intercepted.
Wow.
Intercepted. Trying to get that number. I think that's Marquise Reed. It is
sure.
Marquise Reed.
Yeah, Marquise Reed. And, he said enough of it. I mean, you've ran it like 6 times already. Enough. Give me that. Just, yeah. And what a game here by the Vancouver Legion defense. Honestly, I mean, this is not an easy offense to stop here in Sioux Falls. It's really not. Great coaches by both squads. Great win by Vancouver, and Sioux Falls will be in the playoffs, so they are not out of it. We will see the Sioux Falls Bears again. For Vancouver, this is a very strong way to end your season, 6-6. So that's a 500 campaign, and just prepare and come back stronger next year.
Great defensive performance by Vancouver. I'm very impressed. They didn't give Sioux Falls much to work with tonight. And then on the offensive side of the ball, Vancouver's offense, Cody Hill, 113 yards rushing on 24 carries. Killian
very strong outing.
Yeah, Killian was 77 yards receiving, and Farrell was 76. They were both targeted 10 times. Biddick spreading the ball around a little bit on his 29 attempts.
Yeah, and this was not a flashy win for Vancouver. Many works here, kind of plays of 80-yard bombs and 50-yard runs and everything, but it was a very strong game plan that they had coming into this game, and not easy to win on the road and not easy to win here in Sioux Falls.
Well, that does bring us to the end of this one, folks. Vancouver pulls out the win in the last game of the regular season, 19-10 over the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Had a great time calling this game with you tonight, Ramos. Hope we get to do it again.
Yeah, definitely. Likewise, this is such a great league, and this is such a great opportunity for us to do what we love to do, and have some fun with it. So thoroughly enjoyed it, and hope to call a game with you again soon.
Yeah, so that closes out the regular season. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Had a great season. I came in a little late in the season, but had a great time. Really, some great football being played here in the SFL, and it'll continue again next season. But we've got the playoffs coming up, so make sure you check out the playoff scenarios and check out the games for next week once they get set up.
Yep. This is when it gets good. It gets good. We will have another game. We will have games tomorrow, and we will have wildcard Wednesday. So this is where it gets really, really, really good.
All right, folks, again, thanks for joining us. Thanks to Ramos Lynn for being my color commentator tonight. Andy Hamilton on stats, feeding us the numbers throughout the game. Thanks, everybody in the chat. Major Key, Jay Ringgold, Frank Champion, Tom Raymond, everybody down in the chat tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. Again, Vancouver 19, Sioux Falls 10. Make sure you tune in. There's some more games coming up tonight on YouTube. You've been watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music. Rich Pratchard and Ramos Lynn. Thanks again. Good night.
Good night.